I'm going to be taking these two trees down. You can see, I mean, they're not huge, but they need to come down. It just gets in the way. It's kind of where I do all my wood splitting. So I want that out of the way. I'm going to cut these down, drop them there. Then I'm going to use the backhoe on my Kubota and dig these stumps up. And that is what this video is going to be about. Just to kind of show you how the little tractor works digging up stumps. There we go. Right where I wanted it. You have stumps. If you've been like me and you've been debating on getting a subcompact little tractor, it's the Kabota BX23S with the backhoe. It's very small. It takes more time, but today on this video, I'm going to go through, I've done this before. I've dug stumps out of the ground with this little tractor. These are just some maples that I cut down. They're kind of in the way of my wood yard and turning around and getting in here with the trailer and stuff. So I'm going to dig all three of these stumps. This was an old ash, but I'm going to dig all these up in this video. And you can see, you know, how long it takes, but basically you just have to dig further around to break up the roots. And then I'll use the backhoe to pull these out and I'll show you how it's done. Granted, if you had a bigger machine, you could do it way faster. This is what I have. It beats a shovel and it beats cutting those down to the ground and then having stumps there forever. So I left these quite a bit higher to give me more leverage. So when I use the bucket to pull to break the roots out, I have more leverage versus being cut way down low like that. I'll get this set up, try to get you guys some different angles, camera angles, and I'll set up another camera for a time lapse so you can see how this little tractor does. In. Let's tighten these up a little. Seems about right. See what we can do. There is something really big under there, big boulder or something. I think we'll move. Let's see if I can get this boulder. All right, guys. Hopefully, I didn't destroy my phone, leaving it in the rain. All right. It does take some time. I'm seeing that now, but I just want to give you a little preview. Here's what we're busting through. And the goal is to break up the roots of all three of these all the way around. And then my hope is I can pull on this and pull these stumps right out of here. I just have some more digging to do, but it's starting to rain on me pretty heavy, so I'm taking a break. You guys won't see it because it'll just continue, but this is where we're at so far. Just digging this trench out. What I'm trying to do is break up all these roots, or at least as many as I can. It's like a big boulder there. I couldn't quite move that. I mean, it is a subcompact tractor. It's the smallest one they make, so. But for what it is, it's great. You know, this, I certainly wouldn't want to do this with a shovel. All right, guys, we'll get back to it. I guess it. I'm out of time for today. I really wanted to finish this video. I really wanted to finish it today, but I'm out of time for today. Okay, so as you can see here, I mean, it's busting up through the roots. I think because there's 3 of them. I've done this before. I wished I would have filmed it. I just took a single stump out and it went pretty quick. I want to say within an hour. This is taking quite a bit longer because I'm having to break through all these roots. I mean, you can see how much dirt I'm piling up here. Let me get the tractor shut down. Kind of let the pressure off. All right. I got to remember to flip my chair forward. So anyways, I'm going to keep breaking up those roots. This one here feels a little loose. I mean, there can't be that much more holding it in place. I've dug all the way around. I think I need to dig a little more in that area. But I will come back tomorrow and finish this up and get these out of here. All 3 of them. And then I'll have to fill this hole back in. I'll have a nice open area for the wood yard back in. My little trailer for the wheeler there. And get some work done with this little backhoe here. We'll follow up tomorrow when we get this finished. All right, we got the stump out. This is the after. I think if it wasn't 3 stumps, it would have been a lot easier, but since it was 3 all tied together, we ended up putting them down there. I'll let them dry out, get some of the dirt out of them. It was actually so heavy the tractor couldn't lift it up off the ground, so it was well over 1,000 pounds. But that's what we have, so I'll straighten this out. So there you have it. If you're on the fence about what the little subcompact Kabota BX23S can do, it took quite a while. I want to say I got a good 4 hours in that, digging those stumps up, and the bucket couldn't pick them up, but I was able to do it and level this back out. So good little tractor. It's capable. It does everything I need it to do, and it definitely beats a shovel. You like these kinds of videos? Subscribe. Thanks for watching. Just so I can kind of push it. There we go. Right where I wanted it.